Hello, everybody out there in Toy World, Star Wars Land, and beyond. Today we've got something pretty cool. I'm continuing to look at some of the new Star Wars Black Series figures that I picked up in the last week or so. They keep coming out. They just keep coming out. And here's some of the autographs I've picked up through the years of various characters and people I've met at conventions and had on the podcast and such. Admiral Akbar, it's a trap. And that brings us to C-3PO, which is the focus of our video today. Let's take a look at C-3PO and Babu Frik from Star Wars The Black Series. Babu Frik, Babu, Babu, Babu. He's the droid mechanic, Babu Frik, the one and only. He can get into the droid like no one else can. Hasbro logo down there. Nice image on the front as usual for Star Wars Black Series. No number because this is exclusive to Target stores. So far I've seen them at 2 different Target stores. And don't forget you can do the toy coupon. You can text toy to some number. It's in the aisle. And you'll get $5. Or no. Yeah, maybe it's $5 off. It works out to about $5 off. So there you go. The text for Babu Frik and C-3PO, even though it flew by, I'll still read it here while we're looking at the rest of the box. C-3PO longs for more peaceful times, but his continued service to the Resistance keeps him on the front lines of galactic conflict. And Babu Frik, a tiny, well-regarded droidsmith, Babu Frik can modify virtually any droid, regardless of the security measure protecting its systems. So that's the 2 little blurbs on the back of the box about the characters. And Babu 3PO can hold the blaster perfectly fine. It's fantastic. He actually looks really good holding it. If you balance Babu just right, you can get him up on 3PO's shoulder, up on the bandolier, and that's pretty cool, like this. But I was surprised how well all the gear fits on C-3PO. They did a fantastic job sort of reworking, retooling. I think they used the arms from 4LOM, what I call Zuckuss, but I guess what the world has to call 4LOM. Here's Babu Frik up close. We'll do a little 360 of him, just him, so you can kind of get a good idea of what he's like. Pretty neat little guy. I'm happy with him. It's a nice little extra thing to get in with your droid, you know. I guess he's going to have a little bit of a part to play in the movie. So, you know, having him in your collection is probably going to be, you know, necessary, worth it, whatever you want to call it. Whatever you want to say. 3PO on his own. I still feel like there's a tiny bit of a rosy tint to the eyes there, but it's not enough to call it red. I don't know. I could be just seeing things. But this is an all gold C-3PO. There's no red arm. There's no silver leg. Shin? Whatever you call it. Yeah, below the knee part of the leg. He's totally all gold. It's a nice looking C-3PO. If you don't have a C-3PO yet, this is a good one to grab. If you do have a C-3PO and you want the other accessories, this is a good one to grab. But he looks good all the way around, you know. Looks like C-3PO. Fantastic! Fantastic! Let's take a look at the accessories here. We got the bandolier. No, the... oh boy. Bowcaster. And this is a little bit sturdier than the other bowcasters. Look, you can see like these things don't fall off at the slightest touch like they do with some of the other bowcasters. They actually, this is a better one. Probably the best as far as keeping everything together, but mine's slightly bent. I'm gonna have to get boil some water and straighten that out. The bandolier looks like it's a Force Awakens Chewbacca bandolier strap. So, you know, it's current. Babu Frik. All right, this guy's pretty cool. He does have some movements here. He's got a little visor for welding that slides down to protect his little eyes. So that's pretty cool. It's just on a little hinge there. And his body moves at the waist, so you can kind of pivot him around. His head does not move, so you can't really just move his head, but his body does at the waist, so that's all right. And he's got a little bit of arm movement. Pardon me there, sorry. His arms move just a little tiny bit in and out, and they rotate a little bit. To me, it feels like they're like on like a little tiny peg or something, and they just kind of move a little bit. I wouldn't force these tiny little joints because I'm so afraid to break him, you know. So he's pretty much going to stay like that or just barely move. C-3PO here is able to spin his head. He's got a little bob up and down in it. I think his head's on a slight angle, so when it moves, it kind of moves up and down anyway. The shoulder joints, and that moves, and then the shoulder moves in the socket here. So you've got two different swivels and pivots with the shoulder so that you can kind of do what you want with that. The elbow is a little bit unique. Like I said, I think this is the same way they did it on 4LOM, Zuckuss 4LOM, whatever you call him. I like to call him Zuckuss, but And he's got this little slider that's in the arm, and it moves up and down. He's got this thing in the back that makes it appear as though it's attached and moving up and down, but it's pretty clever the way they did this elbow joint. It's better than not having an elbow joint, you know. And the hands can pivot around, but they do not seem to have any movement where you can bend them in any direction. They just rotate around, it looks like. Yeah, I don't see any way to bend these. So there we go. And now the body. Let's see, we'll move his arm a little bit out of the way here. The body just has some up and down movement here. You can kind of go up there and there. And you can pivot a little bit. But it's not much. It's not quite as much as I would like, you know. But, you know, it serves its purpose. It's C-3PO. The legs here, they can twist in and out to sort of help you move them up into a seated position. But they don't go back that far because his butt blocks it. His butt coverings block it, so you can't really go back too far. The knees bend. It looks like there's one. It's a single knee joint, so he's not double knee jointed. And there's this piece that pivots with it that you kind of got to keep straight. It can bend a lot forward, more forward than back, which looks like, you know, weird. And the feet, they can, you know, they bend up and down pretty well, pretty far. And they do have the ankle rotation, what you want to call it, the ankle pivot rotation, whatever. So there's C-3PO. Pretty good looking figure. Good articulation for a droid, you know. So nice, right? Okay, here's the other C-3POs that we've had. We've got the Star Wars version on the left, his right, our left, I don't know, but it was a silver leg. And the Force Awakens version on our right, his left. Star Wars, our left, his right. Force Awakens, our right, his left. Yeah, there we go, right? Yeah. He's got a red arm. And the Kenner, original Kenner. One of the most awesome, right? So, yeah, I give you guys some ideas on the difference in the colorizations there. I mean, those three all have slightly different gold, you know? The 3 Black Series I'm commenting on, so sorry that we're back there. Babu can also slightly balance on the other shoulder. It's more difficult. You have to get that other arm in the right spot, but you can do it. And he's kind of whispering into 3PO's ear there, like, blast him, shoot him. But there you go. That's 3PO and Babu Frik. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate you checking us out, popping in, and taking a look at these two awesome characters from Star Wars, The Rise of Skywalker, in stores now. Target exclusive. And like I said, there's a number. If you get in the store, look on the shelves. You got until, I think, November 23rd. You can type toy to this thing, text message it. It'll give you a coupon. And he's just about $4 or $5 off, I think. Because I think I got him for $14.99, if I remember right. I don't have the receipt right in front of me, but it was something like that. So, yeah, you get a few bucks off. Pretty cool. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. I really appreciate it. Tune in next time. I think we're going to look at Luke Skywalker tomorrow. All right, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.